Is your seatbelt fastened? All right. Let's go.
Thanks to all of you for your support on this channel. I want to do another giveaway of a brand new Corvette Nike hat. All you have to do is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and share this video on all social media platforms, and that will enter you to win this Nike Corvette Stingray hat. I'm looking forward to giving it away to one of you. Chevrolet's first mid-engine car before there was ever a new 2020 C8 mid-engine Corvette. Before I get into the video, I do want to let you all know I did receive an email and a text message from Chevrolet saying that I am on the list to possibly be able to come out to see the C8 Corvette at its reveal date, which is July 18th. There's no guarantee that they will fly me out. I did receive that confirmation email and text message that it's possible that I may be there, but I'm on a waiting list, so at this point I do not know. If I don't get a chance to fly there, I guess we will watch it all live at the same time, but if not, I will definitely be there and try to record as much as I possibly can. Alright everyone, so let's hop into the video. So here's a picture of the very first mid-engine Corvette or car that Chevrolet tried to create back in 1964. Now they don't really consider this being a mid-engine, but they consider this being a rear engine actually. This is the 1964 Corvette XP-819 rear engine. So this car was worked on and designed by two people. Zora, which is actually the father of Corvette that we all know today, and actually Frank as well, who was part of the Convey project as well. So Frank, which is the main person behind this car, thought that you can get a V8 powered sports car with an aluminum engine and larger tires on the rear to compensate for its rear weight balance. And Zora disagreed completely with his idea and was not very thrilled with his idea at all. So as I learned, Zora was correct and Frank was wrong. This car was not great. It was not equally balanced. When this actual car was tested on the track, it was demolished on the test track and quickly forgotten by most of the people that actually designed it. While this is generally not a true mid-engine sports car, but a rear-engine sports car, in reality, this helped them carry on their idea of going further on with Zora wanting to create a mid-engine car, even though this was such a rear-engine car, kind of like the Porsche style. Continue on with more of Chevrolet's mid-engine sports cars. So here's Chevrolet's second attempt with their mid-engine sports car, which is the 1968 Astro II XP-880. You know, they go on to say above all else, it was success in racing that made the Corvette a legend. The XP-880 Astro II was the first several experiment mid-engine Corvette that had enthusiasts convinced for more than a decade that the next Corvette would carry its Chevy V8 in the middle of the car. The Astro was designed to showcase a mid-engine powertrain application. The 1968 Astro actually weighed 200 pounds less than the stock 427 Corvette, but the transaxle that was designed for the intermediate sedan, not a 7-liter motor, and couldn't handle the power. So with the Astro having a 427 engine, it was more like a Can-Am racer than a street car, even with the production Camaro and Corvette suspension parts and performance street tires. So here is GM/Chevrolet's third attempt at a 1969 mid-engine XP-882 mid-engine Corvette. The experimental 882 looked production ready, thus fueling rumors that the next Corvette will be a mid-engine design. GM built two XP-882 chassis, but only one had the bodywork, which is shown here in the photo above. Zora had his hands on this project as well, and he thought the solution to the XP-880 transaxle problem was to make a 454 big block V8 to a Ford Tornado transmission. So, which is another failed attempt, the bevel gear driven shaft ran back to the Chevy differential, passing through a hole in the oil pan along the way. It could handle the power pretty much, but the powertrain weighed in at heavyweight 950 pounds. So with this fourth car, which is the 1972 two-rotor XP 897 GT, there wasn't much information I could find about this car other than in the early 1970s, a number of manufacturers were experiencing with the Rotary engines. General Motors was amongst some of the other companies as well that was trying to do a lot of experience with this same type of engine and tightly diminished motors. Chevy engineers saw an opportunity for a better integrated mid-engine design. The XP 897 GT utilized a 266 CID 180 horsepower air rotary engine mounted transversely, driven by the automatic transaxle being developed for the upcoming Chevy Citation. This car was actually modified to fit on a Porsche 914 chassis, and this car actually debuted in 1973. One thing that Chevrolet has definitely stated before is that they've been trying to chase and have been chasing the Porsche for many, many years. If you go back and look at some of my old videos, there are some clips of this current C8 Mid Engine Corvette that they're planning to release July 18th. You can see some of those videos. They actually have the old C7 Corvette with them, along with the Porsche 911 beside them as well, because they're trying to get this car to be as equal, if not great, as the Porsche 911. Now for the fifth mid-engine sports car that they was trying to create, which is the 1972 XP895. Now I'm kind of curious. I don't know the reason behind this. Some of you all may know that currently watching this video. I wonder why they put the XP dash and then the 8 blah 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 behind it as well. Because I noticed that most of the mid-engine cars that they try to create always had these XP dashes next to it. Is that like an example? Is that just a number they're trying to use to promote the next vehicle? I don't know, but I'm just kind of curious what that XP means as far as the mid-engine car goes. I will say personally, out of all the mid-engine cars that I've showed thus far, this is my favorite one, and I'm going to tell you why this is my favorite one. I'm going to break down some history about this car that made me feel confident about the current C8 mid-engine Corvette, because I know a lot of people are worried that this new C8 mid-engine Corvette may come with a lot of issues, a lot of problems. Let's be honest though. Every car that has been created by every manufacturing world has came with some type of problems. There have been experiences that people can talk all day long about. Ford that's been great. The same thing with Chevrolet, the same thing with Honda, the same thing with Nissan. Every car that was built in the world came with some positive cars, some great cars, and some that just have not been great. So do I think this new C8 Corvette that Chevy's going to make is going to come with no problems? Absolutely not. Do I think some of the customers that they sell these cars to out there, like for instance, maybe a friend of mine who may get a C8 Corvette may not have any problems. I may buy a C8, they may have problems. But at the end of the day, everything that's man-made comes with problems. But let me tell you why I actually like this car the most. So for the XP 895, a four-rotor engine was created out of the pair of the two rotors, creating a 420 horsepower engine. The XP 895 is actually based on the XP 882 chassis. Sometime in 1971, Chevrolet's engineer completed a running XP 895 prototype with primarily steel bottle panels. On March of 1972, Reynolds Metal Company, under the contract with Chevrolet, begins building a second body for the XP 895 Corvette prototype, duplicating the first steel body in aluminum. On June of that year, the aluminum car was completed and fitted with a 454 V8. Chevrolet unveiled the experimental mid-engine XP 895 Corvette at the New York Auto Show in 1973. The response was overwhelming positive, but it was too expensive to bring into production, and that concept car was dropped. You notice my voice got a little bit louder when I said New York Auto Show. I have said plenty of times in previous other videos that a mid-engine Corvette, the C8 mid-engine Corvette, was supposed to be unveiled at the recent New York Auto Show. The reason why that did not happen with my sources from Chevrolet is that the marketing team could not agree on when and how they wanted to perform or show this car. I know y'all remember in the past where they said this car was delayed due to some electrical issues, due to some framing issues, but was it really those issues, or was it delayed because the marketing team couldn't agree on where and how they wanted to actually get this car to be unveiled? So as you all know, this is supposed to be the 2020 XP-C8 Mid Engine Corvette. And I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of made it up. I kind of figured I might as well add XP to it since all the other previous generation Mid Engine Corvettes models had XP next to it. I thought it should just be joined in with the family. But as you all know, this car is supposed to be revealed July 18th, and I know we all looking forward to it. I'm hoping that they do call me and say, hey, we do have a spot for you to come out for the reveal. But at the end of the day, if I don't, once again, I will watch it live. But I hope you enjoyed some of the history of the Mid Engine Corvette and know that the Mid Engine Corvette has been in the making for 6 decades. This isn't GM's first attempt of trying to make the Mid Engine sports car to be one of the best sports cars that was ever made. So don't be worried if the C8 Mid Engine Corvette comes with some issues. But at the end of the day, what car manufacturer doesn't come with any issues? Also, if you didn't notice, the first 30 seconds of this video was actually the thriller trailer for the C8 Mid Engine Corvette. Some of those photos of the Mid Engine Corvette of the previous ones that I talked about in this video are actually in that clip. So that's why I put that 30-second clip in the beginning of this video. They've been working on this for years, so let's hope that this Mid Engine car come out to be one of the best Mid Engine cars that was ever produced and ever made. And once again, thank you for watching this video. All my contact information is at the end of this video and also down in the description below. My tour dates of this weekend is definitely in the description below as far as Charlotte and Atlanta. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button.